Has called on governments around the world to act fast to reduce carbon emissions. He was speaking during the South African launch of the Global Commission on the Economy and Climate reports titled The New Climate Economy in Joburg today. Manuel serves on the Global Commission alongside numerous world luminaries. South Africa wants to reduce its own dependency on so-called dirty energy produced by coal. But with power shortages being the main focus, solar and wind energy solutions currently still a very small part of the mix.
Mr. Trevor Manuel.
After spending almost 20 years as South Africa's finance minister, Trevor Manuel is now a global campaigner against climate change. The thrust of the Global Commission on the Economy and Climate report is about convincing government leaders that reducing carbon emissions does not necessarily hamper economic growth.
These are our main findings, that we should do both. We should grow our economies and reduce emissions. There is a growing evidence of conscious decision making, and it's been interesting working on this commission, talking to some of the CEOs who participate with us of the kinds of changes already resonating within businesses around the world.
Until now, the take-up of renewable energies has been slow globally, mainly because of their high cost. But Manuel says the Commission has found that prices have come down substantially.
About half of all investments in energy, in electricity production, about half of all investments around the world now are actually going into renewables.
Minister in the Presidency, Jeff Radebe, welcomed the findings of the report and said most of its recommendations are already contained in the government's socio-economic blueprint, the National Development Plan.
The New Climate Economy report recommends that we must face and focus three interrelated systems: energy, systems, cities and land use. As I've already mentioned, each of these systems are addressed extensively in the National Development Plan, which is part of the reason for our interest in this particular report.
The launch of the report comes as world leaders prepare to travel to New York for the big UN summit on climate change next week. Bongeni Mutua, SABC News, Johannesburg.